Let's take a deeper dive into the matchups with our betting backcourt. CBS NBA insider Bill Reiter and the Wizard of Odds Kenny White. Fellas, the wait is finally over. Jazz and Mavs leading the proceedings. No Luka adds a huge wrinkle here for a team that seemed to find some momentum down the stretch. Dallas 8-9 this year without their star guard, catching 5 at home, totals 209.5. Kenny White, lead things off. Where are you taking us?
Well, the number's been adjusted correctly, I believe, to the Jazz now 5-point favorite, but the total was adjusted as well, but I don't think it was adjusted far enough. You're talking about a guy named Luka that averages 28.4 per game. It's hard to fill in. You know, they're looking for Spencer Dinwiddie and Jalen Brunson to pick up some of that scoring, but there's not a lot of other scoring for this Dallas team. They're 30th in pace in the NBA, and I expect them to play that way. 6th best defensive team. And Luka doesn't rate very high defensively. He rates extremely high offensively. So the rest of this Dallas team plays very solid defense. Utah, very good defensive team that plays at a slow pace. So I'm going under the total at 209.5, Bill.
Yeah, I love, you know what? I just made a new rule, guys. I made it 30 seconds ago. I'm going to make money off it. Every time he goes with an under, literally, I'm going to bet it. So I'm in. Let's go. Let's do it. I'm also going to throw in, even though it's a lot of points, give me the Jazz. I'll give away the 5 points. This is a great series. It's a tantalizing series. If it's Luka Doncic and a bunch of other guys against a really good, really complete, really deep Utah Jazz team. I know we're used to the Jazz underperforming and disappointing in the postseason. I get it, but not always is the past the thing that tells you what's going to happen in the moment. Every analytic, every stat you look at historically means this is a real competitor. I think they are a dominant team if Luka Doncic isn't out there. Remember, Doncic, second highest usage rate in the NBA behind Joel Embiid. So not just everything Kenny just told you, but on a constant basis, almost 4 out of every 10 possessions, Luka's got the ball in his hands. I think this is an easy win for Utah without Doncic playing.
All right, so there's a pair of plays. It'll be very interesting to see how the Mavs go about Doncic and his availability, knowing that a calf strain preceded Kevin Durant's Achilles injury a couple years ago. I know that's something that front office is having to take into account here. So if we see him at all, that will affect these upcoming picks. But let's get into some player props. As these two did split their 4 meetings during the regular season, Dallas did take all tickets against the spread. But if we want to get off the game numbers and hop on a player prop, Bill, where would we best be suited deploying our units here today?
Yeah, I think the Brunson line is really interesting. And on the face of it, it's basically what it should be. But if you get into it a little bit, it's been a pretty big sample size of games where Brunson has played and Doncic has not. The games where Brunson has really had big scoring nights have been against teams like Sacramento and Houston. For the most part, teams without great defenses. As we just said, this is a great, maybe an elite Utah defense. The postseason is a different deal. The pace of play is going to be much slower than we're accustomed to. I like the under for Brunson on his point total right around 21.5.
Yeah, for me, loving the game under, I kept trying to find someone under, but Dallas was kind of tough without Luka. You know, everyone else is going to step up a little bit. Utah Jazz trying to find one guy to go under. It was really difficult as well. The numbers were pretty tight. I found an over guy. Bogdan Bogdanović has been amazing, especially in high-minute games, over 21 points. And against Dallas this year, his median was 21. Just doesn't seem like the Mavs have an answer to him. His number just 17.5. I feel like I get a little bit of an edge here to go over.
All right, so there's a bogey play from Kenny. Series price here implying that Luka might not be available at all. The odds makers have some doubt there. Home side plus 250 in this spot. In fact, the minus 320 number assigned to the Jazz makes them the biggest road favorite in 30 years. Kenny, is that implied value on Dallas or just too much uncertainty when it comes to Luka?
Well, it is a number that Luka out the entire series. I think that's my feeling that number was based off of, because I did a number, in and out number with Luke in, with Luke out, and with Luke out, I felt the Jazz should be around a $3 favorite. But I think Luka returns, and anytime there's a major injury, NBA teams always step up at least one game. Everybody bonds together. Everybody picks up the slack. I know Bill's got Utah today, but you know what? So does the entire general public. Everyone going to the window. Give me the Jazz. I bet it's a 9-1 ticket count right now. I got to believe the books need Dallas badly today, and I think that team will bond together. And I think Luka returns, so I got to take the big price. Hard for me to lay that number with the Jazz. You know, the success in the playoffs just has not been that great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you on teams bonding together. I just think sometimes it doesn't work if you don't have enough talent. And as for the series, it's a pass because the number's not good enough. If you put money down on the Jazz. When you thought it was going to be a coin flip, congratulations. That is now easy made money. The Jazz are going to win the series. Certainly if Luka Doncic misses 2 of these games, these are 2 really evenly matched basketball teams. If Luka's playing in every one of those games, the fact that he's not, at least for me, means the Jazz walk away with this series. 4 or 5 games, guys, unless Doncic not just comes back, but is absolutely healthy, can stay healthy, and doesn't get hurt again because he's been rushed back into the postseason.
Taking a look at those plays from our guys, Bill Reiter, like the Jazz lay in the 5. As for his player prop, it's Brunson under his 21.5 series price. Stay away, but if you want to play it, play the Jazz here with all that Luka doubt. Kenny is taking the plus 250 on the Mavs because Kenny White does not pass up that type of value. He likes Bojan Bogdanovic over the 17.5, and Game 1 playing it under the 209.5.
Do you want a sports network that delivers everything that matters about the game? The highlights, the picks, the instant analysis, no yelling, no fake debates, no politics. Hit the subscribe button and never miss a moment.